What can we learn from the Arab Spring, Los Indignados in Spain, movements in Israel of occupying the public space?
Great question. There's a lot of political lessons that have to be learned and have to be understood, or else this whole thing might turn into nothing if we don't understand the political lessons and implications of what happened. So in Spain, it was a largely leaderless movement. What they preached, what they encouraged, was an ethical or a moral revolution. No leaders, no parties, and things like that, which sounds great. However, unfortunately, this opens up a political vacuum. And what that means is that if you have no leaders, then you're able to have other parties come in, other movements come in, and totally steer it off course. For example, it'd be like if we were leaderless and the members of the Green Party took control, we still support the current state of affairs. So, what we have to realize is that, especially with the Egyptian Revolution, what they lacked was proper revolutionary leadership. And that is why now the military junta, the military controls the country. Because in the end they said, oh, the military, they helped us out, they're our friends, now they run the country. You know, a lot of people here express sympathy, you know, with law enforcement for being workers as well, which they are. However, they do have a precise historical and political orientation that they just can't help, you know? So if there's anything we should learn, is that we need leadership, but it has to be democratic. Obviously, we cannot continue supporting the two-party system. Even the trade union bureaucracy, the trade unions continue siding with the Democratic Party, and because of that, you know, we have to create an independent movement of the working class in the United States and internationally, totally broken off from the stranglehold of the trade unions and the two-party system.
What do you propose? It sounds like you're proposing anarcho-syndicalism as the ideology? Workplace democracy?
Yes, I am proposing that workers take control. If you look at, for example, the Spanish Revolution in 1933 to 36, I believe, it worked very well. Unfortunately, it was a civil war. They lacked arms. They lacked support from outside the country. So it was eventually lost, especially when they sided with the government, some of them. In the end, I'm not proposing anarchism or any sort of anarchist, you know, philosophy or ideology. What I am proposing instead is just workers' control. You know, it's just workers running the state of things. Is that the vast majority of workers take democratic control over the institutions, over the corporations, the companies, and things like that. For example, the BP oil spill, the Virginia mine disaster, that was all a result not of simply human ignorance or of lack of morals and ethics, but in fact of our social structure, of our political and economic system. And even if we pass reformist legislation, if we pass laws that we think sound good, it will not matter. The same system will be kept in place. It will in fact be worse because the exploitation will be even more hidden and will be more subtle. So what we have to do, as we are doing now, is bringing this out in the open. This is why we are occupying Chicago and Wall Street, because it is vitally necessary. And when the time comes, it will not be a choice whether you participate in the mass movement or not. It will simply be a historical duty.